Hello, my name is Jeff Wright. I'm product manager with the Exadata organization here at Oracle, and I'm here to show you today how to set up and process access requests using the Oracle Operator Access Control feature. Before we get started, this demonstration assumes that you have access to a tenancy and you have a credential in your tenancy that permits you to access a region, OCI infrastructure region that manages a cloud at customer. You have an Exadata Cloud at Customer infrastructure that's deployed in a compartment that you have access to, and you're a member of a group that's permitted to administer operator access control for the purposes of governing access to a specific Exadata Cloud at Customer infrastructure. For our exercise today, we're going to perform several steps to get the system configured. Our first step will be to create an operator control for some sort of business purpose. And we'll remember that an operator control is applicable to more than one Exadata Cloud at Customer infrastructure. Next, we'll create a notification, subscribers to be made aware of events related to access requests and Oracle Operator Access. We'll create an event rule in the OCI event service so that op control events can be sent to the notification. Then we'll create a log group and a log for you to review operator commands as they're executed. The last step in the setup demo will be to assign the control to a specific piece of infrastructure. So let's get started. Step one, the Exadata Cloud at Customer Operator Access Control is a database-related service. When we create an operator control, we'll assign the operator control for a business purpose. So in this demonstration, we'll call it demo control. Our operator control, we can choose to pre-approve all actions, which means the software will grant access on your behalf. You'll still retain full detective controls of command and keystroke logging and full responsive controls to revoke access. We can also select specific actions to pre-approve. So we can pre-approve, for example, diagnostics access so that Oracle staff can very quickly troubleshoot an issue. And then in diagnostics access, the Linux to root jail prevents escalation of privileges to gain access to either reboot or restart a part of the system, gain access to the hypervisor, or gain full access to the system, including the root credential. For the purposes of this exercise, we'll not pre-approve any actions. There should be an operator access control group that is permitted to administrate operator access control and requests and review logs and such. In our example, we'll just use a pre-existing test group. You can optionally send a message to the operator, such as a banner, in the event that you have a standard banner that you're required to show operators. Creating the control doesn't assign the control to infrastructure. It's a placeholder or a mechanism by which we can govern one or more infrastructures. The purpose of our control is a demonstration. After we've created our control, we can assign it directly to infrastructure. However, it's useful to perform two additional steps to configure the event service and the logging service related to the control. To permit subscribers to be notified of events, we want to create an OCI event and notification system in the application integration section. Our first step is to select notification. We'll create a topic, which is a topic for op control notifications. And inside of our demonstration topic, we can create a subscription. Our subscription could be email, for example. We can also have SMS subscriptions, custom URLs, OCI functions, and so on. We have a rich method by which you can get notified of the subscriptions. When your subscription is created, it's in a pending state. You'll need to respond to the confirmation message, either via SMS or email or whatever method that you've subscribed to. After we've created our notification, the next step is to create an event to drive the notification. When we create an event, we'll have a rule. The event type will be the operator access control service. And there are many different events related to operator access control that you can subscribe to. Your people approving access requests, or whether they're auto-approved. When Oracle requests to extend an access request, you can be notified. You might want to have an access request create, very important for create. That's your indication that Oracle wants to access the system. If Oracle needs to add another operator to solve the problem, you'll be notified of a shared operator create event. Very handy one to know when Oracle staff are accessing your system. We can send you an event for operator login, and we can also send you an event for an operator log out. Action type is notifications. Inside of the compartment, we'll use the root compartment in this test system, and we can see the topic that we just created. The Operator audit logs are shared in the OCI logging service. The OCI logging service, our first configuration, our first step is to create a log group as a logical structure to contain all the logs. And once inside the log group, we have to create a demo or an audit log. The audit log will contain the Linux audit log entries, as well as all the OCI metadata necessary to do any forensic analysis or prove what happened on the system. For operator access control, it's a service log that we configure. Select the operator access control service. We set it for our control we just created. It is an access log and a useful log name. Our log is created and the system is ready to set up and be applied to manage an Exadata Cloud at customer infrastructure. To apply the operator control to a specific infrastructure, we select the control and select assign. Inside of our compartment, we have our control name and an OCID or unique identifier for our operator control. Several important aspects of operator access control. First, we have to select a cluster that we'd like to manage, or the Exadata infrastructure that we would like to manage. Our control can be always assigned, which is required for the first control system, or you can assign it for a specific duration for things like a maintenance window. When the control is assigned, you can auto approve for access requests during a maintenance window. When Oracle does patching, there is a possibility that Oracle operators will have to intervene to complete the patching process. If you auto approve access requests during the maintenance window, it will speed the patching process and reduce any possibility of service outages. You can optionally forward your op control audit logs to an IP address or host name of a syslog server. So in this implementation, you can choose a CA certificate where you can paste a CA certificate to secure the connection between the audit log forwarding on the control plane server in your data center and then the syslog server that you have in your data center. This is an optional step. We'll not set it up for this implementation. We can view the assignments of our operator access control controls on whichever system we're working on. So we can see here today that we've got a demo control that is assigned starting today. It's assigned always, and should we want to remove it, we can simply remove the assignment. At this point, we've completed the setup process and our system is ready to be governed for operator access authorized by customers, where Oracle Cloud Ops will manage the infrastructure after you've granted our request to the system. It is important to note that there is no Oracle override for these access requests, so it's very important that you as a customer respond to access requests to ensure system availability and system quality.